Hey everyone, this is DWS Darius, and today I want to give you guys a quick aquarium tip. So in this aquarium hobby, we know that there are three main things necessary for your fish keeping experience, one of which is a filter for your aquarium, 2 is lights for your fish tank, and 3 is heat if you're keeping tropical fish. Just about anybody who knows anything about fish tanks knows that those things are necessary. And today I want to add a 4th element that I think is equally necessary, highly important for your fish tank, and it can bring a lot of success and just heighten the quality of your tank, and that is flow. So in the beginning of this video, I showed you some of the flow in my aquariums. With me, I try to get as much flow as possible because over the years I found that flow is just an answer to many problems, a solution to many illnesses and stuff like that, and just does wonders in your aquarium hobby. To be specific, I'm talking about surface agitation, that movement at the top of your water. And it's very important. So just like you and me, fish need oxygen. They need a lot of oxygen. So just like we need a lot of oxygen. And you can imagine that they being trapped in these glass boxes, it can get pretty stuffy, especially if you have large communities of fish. They're all being active. They're all consuming a lot of oxygen. And they're all putting out a lot of carbon dioxide. And you know that can be deadly for fish if the levels are too high. So a good way to know if your fish tank has too much carbon dioxide, if there's not enough oxygen in your aquarium, your fish will be breathing heavy. Another sign could be a lack of activity from your fish. And a third sign can be even color. Your fish can show less color if there's not enough oxygen in your aquariums. So those are things you want to look out for. And to add oxygen is pretty simple. Just add a lot of surface agitation as possible. What it does is that movement at the surface just makes the gas exchange much easier. All the carbon dioxide can easily be released and oxygen can be replaced, making your fish happy and healthy. So I've noticed this a couple of years ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. Well, that's probably too far. Maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I noticed that when I started increasing the flow at the surface of my tanks, my fish started to look better. My fish really I don't have any fish that breathe hard. I don't have any fish that like don't swim fast. I don't have any problems when it comes to not enough oxygen in my aquariums, and that's the main point of this video. If you want your fish to be happier, if you want your fish to be healthier, try to get as much circulation at the top of your tank as possible, as much surface agitation as possible. With small tanks, if you have a filter good enough, that could be sufficient. However, with larger tanks, you want to go and add some things that could bring more circulation to your tanks, like circulation pumps. I have this in all my 6-foot tank circulation pumps. You can also go with power heads, just something that's going to put flow to the top of your tank. That flow will make the gas exchange once again much easier and will result in your fish having more oxygen, which will result in them being more active, more colorful, and more happy. So YouTube, that's just a quick aquarium tip I think is very important for you guys to have as much surface agitation in your aquariums as possible. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And it's about 9 o'clock tonight, and this is when the fish go to sleep, so I'll show you guys their nightly process. So the first thing I do is I turn the blues on for my reef aquarium. I let them go about 15 minutes with the blues so that the corals could just adjust slowly to the darkness. I turn on the room lights, and then I'll turn off the actual tank lights. So this is the 55-gallon planting tank off. Good night. And I like to leave the room light on so that it's not just a complete darkness. They adjust to this first, and then about 10 to 15 minutes later I turn off the room light and they can adjust to the complete darkness. Shut this off because if not, I'll have a bunch of fish all over the floor. Good night till the datnoid. Good night to the buttercophorai, the Hillstream tank, the grow-out tank, the planet tank. Good night to you. We come over here, say good night to Rocky, good night to Juno, good night to Jojo, and good night to the 125-gallon African cichlid tank. But yeah, YouTube, surface agitation will work wonders for your aquarium. Like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.